My name is Mike Allen. I'm the CEO of Northern Empire. I joined the company of Northern Empire June of 2016, and we went out and targeted advanced assets in good jurisdictions. We got one that we really like. It's the Sterling asset. It's located about 2 hours northwest of Las Vegas. Forward-looking statements. What is the Sterling? It was held within Imperial Metals for 30 years, so not a lot of people knew about it. A high-grade open-pit heap leach permitted project 2 hours north of Las Vegas is something that doesn't come across your table every day. That's the permitted Sterling mine there. There are three other deposits on the property. This has been the Secret Pass, Daisy, and SNA. Corvus, the mother lode project, is right here. They're drilling right about there, very close to our ground. We have a strong team. Myself, we have a good board of directors, and I like to say that we are businessmen that do mining, not mining guys that do business. You look at the team here. Doug Hurst, founder of International Royalties, sold for $700 million. Founder of Newmarket, sold for $1 billion. John Robbins, founder of Kaminak, $520 million. Grade Resources, $275 million. Ray Threlkeld was the chairman of Newmarket when it went out the door to Kirkland Lake Gold. He was also CEO of Rainy River, which sold for $310. And Ray is a mine builder. He has put about 80 million ounces of gold into production for Barrick. We also have the team that made the Underworld discovery. Adrian Fleming and I worked together back at Hope Bay way back in the day. That's who brought me into this deal. But Jeff Sundar and Daryl Carty were also there for the Underworld discovery, which was sold to Kinross back in the day. What we've done, we acquired this asset May 30th of last year, rolled the stock back, rebranded the company. We did the acquisition financing at 75 cents, expanded the land position, commenced the drilling, and we started to put out results. 82 meters or 1.25 grams per ton was our first intercept on the property. It's a big intercept in Nevada. We followed that up with an intercept out of our Daisy deposit, which was 47 meters of 1.47. Both of those are oxide. Then we moved the rigs down to the Sterling. We were starting to get 12 meters of 8.3. We extended the land package again, and then we did a $15 million bought deal. Cormark led that. We did the bought deal at 90 cents. We're trading today at $1.27. So everybody has been doing quite well. What has happened here? This is a combination of the gold price moving through 1,300, and we had a warrant overhang. That warrant overhang has since been removed. The stock is very well cleaned up, and it's moving well. Issued and outstanding, very tight, 66.5 million out. Not a lot of options, not a lot of warrants. Market cap, we've been doing well, 85 million, and we've got a lot of cash for our drilling next year. Breakdown of the share structure. If you include our largest shareholder, which is Coeur Mining, the big U.S. Silver producer, who is also in Matt's deal, we have 11.6 of them. Collectively, institutional and retail is about a 50-50 split. In the bought deal, management put in $2 million. So we doubled our position. These people are very experienced, know what they're doing, and they like what they see when they look at the Sterling. Location, as I said, 2 hours northwest of Las Vegas, easy access, road. This is also an underexplored area, but it is something that has had significant mines in the past. Barrick and Lac operated what is called the original Bullfrog mine, which is a high-grade deposit, 2.3 million ounces open pit at 3.2 grams per ton. For Nevada, that is very significant. Obviously, everybody knows Nevada as a great jurisdiction to work in. The permitting timelines are relatively straightforward. This is our land position. What we bought from Imperial Metals, it was a 55 square kilometer land package. It is now 125 square kilometers with a dominant holder in the Bear Mountain. Corvus, the mother lode where they've been having tremendous success with their drilling, they're drilling right there. Our resource statement Imperial, this was a non-material property to them, so they never focused a lot of effort. The last 10 years of exploration that Imperial put into this property totaled, including wages, $1 million over 10 years. We put this resource estimate out. Note the high cutoff. Gram per ton cutoff is unusual for Nevada. Most open pit heap leach projects in the state of Nevada today use a 0.15 gram per ton cutoff. We're about 8 times higher. The lowest that we put in our variograms on our resource estimate was a 0.3 cutoff. We go to about 1 million ounces. Open pit, heap leach, oxide, 2 hours northwest of Las Vegas. These are brownfield sites. This is the original Bullfrog, which is back here. Secret Pass, Daisy. What links these up is either the Bullfrog detachment fault or the Fluorspar Canyon detachment fault, depending on which side of the highway you're on. 3 separate deposits plus the Corvus mother lode, and then the Sterling down here. Dominant land position, a lot of activity. This is an emerging district in Nevada that you're going to hear a lot of news flow out of in the next little while. There's 4 separate companies drilling in the Bear Mountains right now. Corvus here, us. Waterton has a deposit right here called the Reward, and Anglo Gold just moved a rig in, and they're off the edge of the map. They're up in this area. Deposits, there's a lot of potential for growth, and this is a great jurisdiction. Secret Pass, if we drop the resource, doubles up. Daisy, these samples here at surface are up to 15 grams per ton, and they're in the same host rocks that host the deposit here. We've got a lot of work to do. Our geologists could not believe that a 15 gram per ton sample had never been drilled. We can look out there, it's never been permitted, there's no roads. We've got a lot of work to do south of Daisy. Our largest shareholder, Coeur, when their VPX comes to the site, this is what he looks at and goes, oh my. Secret Pass, there was a historic resource there and it was mined. There was a 10-year constraint to that mine. We've removed it. The nearest hole to the claim boundary was 56 meters of 3.6 grams per ton. Again, this is where Corvus is drilling. They're drilling about 20 meters from our claim boundary. These yellow holes are where we're going to be drilling in 2018 with our 15,000 meter program. Again, the untested potential south of Daisy. Our holes into this was the 47 meters of 1.47 grams per ton and an additional 21 meters of 1.8. That was the infill hole right into the guts of it. And then we had a step out hole, 21 meters of a gram per ton, all oxide, very close to surface. Secret Pass, our hole into the guts of it, which was what we wanted to do to take ownership of the deposit, returned 82 meters, 1.2 grams per ton. Our step out hole was off to the east, 30 meters of a half a gram. Here is that 3.1 grams per ton over 56 meters. This hole wasn't in our resource, and the newly acquired claims give us the room to expand to the south. Over here, off to the east, this past operation stripped off this area here, and it was ready to go. There was a pit wall failure back in the day. They were chasing a high-grade knot at the southern side of the pit, and that is what happened to close that mine. This mine was put into production in 1996. It ran to 1998. It was put in by Glamis and Rayrock, the precursor to Goldcorp. They designed a 10-year life of mine, assuming $400 an ounce. They rolled it to $280. They were trying to scratch for their lives to make this mine profitable, get this high grade out. The pit wall failure happened. That's it. They walked away. When we acquired this, we knew of the historic resource up there, and we knew that there was going to be a lot of mineralization left in the ground. This is where Corvus is drilling. Our gold samples at surface up to 5 grams, drill holes to be done. Takeaway from this, for people that are coming into the stock, we're going to have news flow coming out pretty much constantly throughout the year. I would anticipate a news release every 4 to 6 weeks. We're going to have additional results coming out of Sterling mid-February, holes out of the north in pre-PDAC, and news flow coming out. We're going to be looking towards doing some economic works, but this is really an exploration story. I've got about 17 seconds left, and if you want to come talk and ask further questions, we'll be in the booth further on.